Yesterday I was thinking, is it my turn to give the Dhamma talk tomorrow? And then I had a theme that I thought, that would be something good to talk about. But that escaped my mind. And I was wondering what to talk about. And then Ajahn mentioned this morning, still wondering what to talk about, what he had just said about the etiquette of not drinking or eating while Dhamma talk is being given, or even at a Q&A, that would be something. You can have tea, but the sense of like when someone's talking about Dhamma, it's not, you're not kind of picking up a cup and drinking and thinking about like sipping away and slurping, and that would be, while we're meditating, that's kind of the thing that can sometimes happen. And it's interesting because there are these etiquettes in the monastery, but they really stem sometimes from a sense when you follow them of, why can't I not get what I want? It's sort of like, I have to restrain myself around drinking. Like I can't just drink whenever I want. I mean, it's a basic human right. This is, and then we might take up an issue with this and feel very strongly about how we should be able to have a drink whenever we want, or eat whenever we want. And so this is the way of the world. This is how kind of the world works, and even the sense of sometimes people can get into wars about rules or laws or things that they're asked to follow. They're asked to stem this sense of desire. I want to do what I want, when I want. And the interesting thing about it is when we follow something like this, okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to drink. I also need to eat while somebody's talking about Dhamma. Then it might come up that we just have a habit of doing something like that, and then we see it, and it becomes clear. It's wow, I didn't know there was any kind of desire there. There's any kind of anything unwholesome. I just thought picking something up and drinking it didn't have anything unwholesome about it at all. But we don't see that having mindfulness around the appropriateness of timing and when to do something and when not to do something, something I'm always learning about, that really stems from a clarity around wisdom. And when we have clarity around and say, maybe this isn't, we get a glimpse of understanding, maybe this isn't the right time to do that. This isn't the right time for me to do that. And some people pick up on this naturally. They just see, there's this word korwat in Thailand that's used, and it's sort of monastery etiquette. And interestingly enough, there's some people who just pick up on this. In Thailand, it's used more loosely as like, it's just the way we do things here. It's not like a rule or a law. And because there is a feeling of not wanting to stick out very much and be a nuisance, then it's just followed. You kind of observe, what are other people doing? And that's quite beautiful behavior. It's really amazing to see when people pick up on what it is that other people are doing and seeing that, rather than sort of bumbling along and just following our own habits. And there are some people who are really good at that, and others who need, like myself, who take years to pick up on that and still stubbornly sometimes say, no, I'm just going to do it my way. And that's unfortunate. And I think it's very wonderful to live in a community where there's a lot of compassion, and sometimes people do say like, he's just that way, or something like that. We do leave a lot of room for each other. But it's also helpful to know, like, either to be reminded by a friend, or when we find ourselves doing something that we just don't want to put down, and we learn eventually to say, you know what, it's not, I see myself doing this every day, or I see myself doing this often, and it's just like, it's time for me to let this go. It's time for me to put this down. I'm not following the same path or guidelines as everyone else. And for whatever reason that we might justify it within ourselves, we can just ask ourselves, can I put this down right now? Can I not take this up and do the thing that I just want to do, and ignore the fact that other people aren't doing it, and restrain myself from that? So I offer that for some words of reflection this morning.